Welcome back to the channel, you curd nerds. Today we're going to be heading out to North Fox Island. But before we head out there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you can get notified for every seaplane adventure. Now, before we get out there, let's rewind this a little bit and start this story from the beginning. Now, every good pilot knows that you need to check your oil before you head out for a cross country. And we're at about 6 quarts. We decided to throw another quart in because, again, we're going over water. And yes, this is a seaplane. We can put it in the water. It's not going to destroy it by putting it in the water. But what you probably noticed in that last clip is those waves are a little big. It's a little unstable today. You can see by those white fluffy clouds up there. Kind of look like cotton candy, maybe unflavored cotton candy. It's a little unstable today. It's bumpy. This was a generally unpleasant ride until we got over water, and even over water, we still hit a little bit of turbulence. And we even had to avoid some rain. Now, oddly enough, I didn't get the takeoff recorded. I don't know what happened with the video. I don't know where it went, but you can look ahead, and that's that rain I was talking about. These clouds are a little low. This is still VFR. This is still safe as a seaplane. I mean, those waves down there are a little big. If I did have to put it in the water, it would probably be the last time that it got put in the water, and probably the last time it flew. But how's that any different than you flying over a forest, than you flying over a place in which you couldn't safely land your aircraft? At least out here, since the wings are filled with foam, I'd at least float until the Coast Guard came and got me. But of course, we made it. This video is getting made, so I obviously survived. I obviously didn't crash. But as you can see, we've made it through the most of this rain. It's this line that's kind of running across Lake Michigan. It looked a little foreboding on the ADS-B radar, and even a little bit ahead of us, it looked a little bad. We kind of was like, I don't know, do we want to go? Is North Fox really that cool? And you know what? I'll let y'all decide for when we get there. And now you can see we're getting bumped around a little bit. There's a little bit of that, I don't even know if I'd really call it convective activity, just a little bit of updrafts, a little bit of downdrafts associated with this line of rain. It's not even line of thunderstorms, it's line of rain. And we got a really cool shot of it. You can see that whole line, you can see the barrier, you can see the edge of that front right here. And after we made it through that little bit of rain, it was pretty clear. It was pretty nice. High overcast layer. And we're coming up on South Fox Island. This isn't the one we're going to. This one does have a paved runway on it. This entire island is owned by one person and their significant other. And apparently there's a bunch of sinkholes on this island. If you go circle around it, you can see all of the locations where they tried to build their house initially, and it kept falling into the sinkhole. It's kind of a funny thing, and I guess their runway's a little rough, given that, again, it's built on sand filled with sinkholes. But now, here comes North Fox Island, and it really sucks that I just can't get decent audio from inside the airplane, because Dirtbag is actually on the ground giving me, like, an impromptu ATIS. It was kind of funny. And that ATIS really just included the fact that it was going to be windy. It's going to be a rough landing. It's gusty. We had a really strong tailwind going to North Fox Island, so that's why I'm coming around for a final opposite of the direction that we flew to North Fox Island, and then just line up for a straight in so that I could take the headwind. The only problem is as soon as I get below the tree line, I lose that headwind. So I end up maintaining a pretty fast approach until we get below the tree line, because as soon as I'm below the tree line, I'm going to lose that 15 to 20 knot headwind, meaning I'm going to lose about 15 to 20 knots of airspeed. And you can see right about here, I picked up a pretty decent sink given that I was losing that headwind. It wasn't as big of a shear as I expected. It was a lot more gradual, but here we are below the tree line, and I should touch down right at the displaced threshold. And now that we're on the ground, just maintain back pressure to protect that nose gear. But I recognize those planes down there. That looks like Dirtbag and Nick. And anybody on TikTok would recognize that bright red shirt and beard anywhere.
Good. All right.
Are you going to throw the Jiffy Pop up on the engine?
And what are your THTs at?
Like 340, 350?
You do it.
Actually, yeah, it should, actually. Oh, damn it. Get away from me. Let's see it.
Welcome back to the channel, all you caviators. We put Jiffy Pop on the engine.
Now, you may be wondering, did this work? Put your votes in the comments. Let me know. Do you think that this actually worked? Do you think that we ended up with Jiffy Pop popcorn from popping it off at the top of the engine after just landing?
Yeah, whatever. We got the fire going, so.
Yeah. Here.
No, it didn't work.
I gotta get. Oh, it got one.
Oh. It's just like your hand.
Now, of course, we're here to have a good time, enjoy ourselves, relax a bit, but we do need to talk about North Fox Island and its history. Now, in the 19th century, it was farmed, but they eventually abandoned the island because it was just too isolated and people couldn't survive out here. But fast forward to the 1970s and things take a much darker turn. Enter Francis D. Sheldon, a wealthy businessman with a love for aviation and a less savory hobbies. Sheldon purchased North Fox Island with the intention of creating a, quote, secluded boys' retreat. On the surface, it was pitched as a safe place for young boys to enjoy nature, learn, and grow. But in reality, he was running an exploitation ring under the guise of a summer camp. This retreat was part of a larger network that involved trafficking and abuse of minors, and its chapter in the island's history is as disturbing as it is tragic. Now, North Fox Island is open to the public, and you can come and camp and relax and enjoy this serene, beautiful place. Just remember, it has a sad, tragic history. But now it is time to leave, and it's almost as if the island didn't want us to leave. It rained pretty bad the night before, which caused the ground to get real soggy. And I don't know if you can tell, but look at that nose wheel. That nose wheel definitely isn't sitting on top of the grass or on top of the dirt. That nose wheel is definitely in the dirt. And the mains are even worse. And what you'll notice is that we got to pretty much takeoff power, and the plane didn't move an inch. So, if you are going to go camp on North Fox Island, what I realized after the fact is that this side, the side away from the fire pit, the side away from the camping area, apparently is slightly downhill, so all of the rain and whatnot just rolls this way, gets the ground all soggy, and well, it gets you stuck. So either bring some plywood to roll your plane on, or, well, park on the other side. And at this point, we realized we aren't going anywhere. At least not without some help from Dirtbag and Nick. Huh?
Is somebody stuck?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Are y'all stuck?
What if we weren't here? What would you do?
Struggle?
Well, your wheels turn, number one. She doesn't go anywhere. Just gonna drop it anchor. I'm gonna put it, take it out of the noise. Much weight?
Yeah, I mean, 70 pounds. That's allowed in it, but
A lot of grease.
yeah, it's supposed to.
Well,
Hey,
No, hold on. You're in the rut. Let me,
yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna lie, I laughed at that last clip way too hard. So I really hope that y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. Even though I'm the one that edited it, I still found it absolutely hilarious. I now get the humor behind silent films. I get it now. I am sorry, Grandpa, for not getting it. But now it's time to leave. So remember your soft field technique. Put that elevator in your chest, put that yoke in your chest, protect that nose gear, get off the ground as slow as possible, stay low, stay in ground effect, build up some speed, and then clear the tree line. Pitch for either VY or VX as necessary. I wanted to build up some extra speed because I wanted to make sure that if I did get any kind of wind gust or anything above this tree line, I wasn't going to stall, I wasn't going to run out of energy in my wing. And at this point, I'm not seeing them taxi, and I was a little worried that they were stuck and I was going to have to come back around and do the exact same thing we did for my airplane. But they eventually got off the ground. They eventually caught up. We circled the island until they took off. So that was my adventure to North Fox Island. Make sure if you do go, bring bug spray. It is a necessity. The island is absolutely riddled with insects. But as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we put out another Seaplane adventure. And as always, keep it cheesy.